Greetings, YouTube. It may be April, but it's still a bit raw and rainy where I am today. When this video goes live, it will be tax day in America, April 15th, the day that the post office stays open until midnight in the hopes that people can get out their last-minute returns or file for their extensions because they can't even get that far into the process. My wife and I have already gotten our tax return back. We're early birds in that particular regard. Always have been. I've been one of the people that always has it filed, but before the end of the month of January, just the way I am. So I thought it would only be appropriate that I would link to an article from a while back, which deals with the whiners in America that are the 1%, and the richer, the 0.1%, the people who are the really big whiners in America, the billionaires. And in American politics, and frequently here on YouTube, I hear the word entitlement used as a swear word. And it's often used in reference to things like Medicare and Medicaid and the Social Security programs and unemployment insurance, things like that. And those things are legitimate entitlements. We are entitled to them because we have paid into them. We put the money in, we get the money out. That's how it works. And if we all pay in, we all can benefit from it as well. So that's how the system's supposed to function. That's how civilization works. But then there are people who use the term entitlement as a swear word, thinking that the things I just mentioned were things that you were entitled to that you don't deserve. And the 1% and 10% whiners, they're all about entitlements. They're all about things that they feel they're entitled to when they aren't. Particularly when they already get far more than the rest of us get. Because the government, Democrat or Republican, bends over backwards for them. Gladly kneels at their feet and fillets them whenever they ask. And yet, those 1% and richer folks whine constantly about how the evil government is coming after their wealth. Their wealth is not in danger. Only if it were, that would be a wonderful world. Because, I'm a dirty, filthy socialist, and I would just take 90% of the wealth from all those people. Actually, I do it for the entire planet. The wealthy of the world are sitting on trillions and trillions and trillions and trillions of dollars of the accumulated wealth of this planet. And they're doing nothing with it. And instead of benefiting the people who created it, you and me, they're hoarding it. So I would be all about just taking it away from them. And still, even if they were to be able to only keep 10% of what they currently have, they would still be filthy wealthy and secure the rest of their lives and their children's lives and their grandchildren's lives. But no, they need more. More and more and more. Because they lack something. They aren't in balance with themselves and the world around them. They're trying to fill a hole, and you can't fill that hole with money, no matter how hard you try. And in the process, you punch holes into the lives of everyone around you, real, tangible holes. That the accumulation of that wealth has ensured that billions of human beings on this planet live in poverty, don't have enough to eat, don't have access to clean water, healthcare, to education, to housing, all in an attempt to fill up those holes inside themselves, which can't ever, ever be filled with money. So the one thing they need to do, which is learn empathy, sympathy, and compassion, get themselves some good cognitive behavior therapists, isn't what they're doing. Instead, they keep trying to accumulate more of our wealth and squirreling it away in some mad race to the apocalypse. And it makes no sense to me. Not to mention, I'm really tired of listening to them whine about the fact that they have not yet reached enough filthy wealth yet. Nope, need more. Need more tax breaks. Need more corporate welfare. Need more subsidies for the oil industry. For the oil industry! If there's one industry in the universe that doesn't need a subsidy, it's the oil industry. I heard a great quote once. It said the most profitable company in the world is an oil company. The second most profitable company in the world is a poorly run oil company. There's just no way to not make a profit if you are in big oil. Hydrochemicals, I mean, oil, obviously natural gas is included in there. Crude for plastics and things like that. You get the point. But nope. Not enough. They want more. And I'm sick of listening to them whine. So go read the article. It's quite good. It talks about their continued efforts to convince the world that they, in fact, are the real victims here, even though there are billions of people who suffer every single day because of their personal efforts to become filthy wealthy at the cost of human lives. So, happy tax days, folks. Hope you got all of your tax forms straightened out and filed. Hope you got the help you needed if you needed it. We were lucky. Ours is fairly simple. My wife filed it this year without any problems. So that was kind of nice. I think it was the first time we've done them as a homeowner on our own. I think before we had gotten some help from an accountant. This time around we just did it ourselves and were successful. So that was nice. So I hope all of you have gotten your taxes squared away. And for those of you that live in civilized nations that maybe actually tax the wealthy more than they are now in America, kudos to you. Oh, and yes, as a parting comment, I am aware that the tax rates on the wealthy are considered, and corporations are considered too high by some folks. The practical rubber meets the road tax rates that corporations and the wealthy pay in America are some of the lowest on the planet. It doesn't matter what the tax rates on the books are. If they don't actually pay them, it's utterly, absolutely unimportant.